Welcome to TT-Buddhism, a channel dedicated to sharing Buddhist wisdom to help you find peace, happiness, and enlightenment in your life. In today's fast-paced world, many people wonder, why do some individuals seem to attract success and happiness effortlessly, while others struggle with endless hardships? Is it just luck? Or is there a deeper force shaping our lives? In Buddhism, this force is known as karma, the natural law of cause and effect. Every action, word, and thought you put into the world is like planting a seed. If you sow kindness, patience, and generosity, you will eventually reap happiness and peace. But if you plant seeds of anger, greed, or selfishness, suffering will follow. However, the most important thing to remember is that karma is not fate. It is a path that you create through your choices. Your past may have shaped your present, but your present actions will determine your future. In this video, we will explore what karma truly is, how it influences your life, and most importantly, how you can transform your karma to create a better future. By understanding and applying Buddhist wisdom, you can break free from negative cycles and cultivate a life filled with peace, purpose, and fulfillment. Let's dive in and discover how you can take control of your destiny through mindfulness, compassion, and conscious action. What is karma? Understanding cause and effect. Karma is one of the most fundamental principles in Buddhism, yet it is often misunderstood. Many people think of karma as a system of rewards and punishments, where good deeds bring blessings and bad deeds lead to suffering. However, in Buddhism, karma is not a system of divine judgment. It is simply the natural law of cause and effect. Imagine planting a seed. If you plant an apple seed and nurture it, you will eventually grow an apple tree. But if you plant a thorn bush, you cannot expect to harvest sweet fruit. Karma works in the same way. Your actions, words, and even thoughts create consequences that shape your present and future experiences. Every decision you make, no matter how small, sends out ripples into the world, influencing your life in ways you may not immediately see. One key aspect of karma is intention. It is not just about what you do, but why you do it. If an action comes from a place of kindness and compassion, it will lead to positive outcomes. If it is driven by greed, anger, or ignorance, it will create suffering. For example, giving to charity can create good karma. But if someone donates money only for personal recognition, their intention is rooted in self-interest rather than true generosity. In Buddhism, karma is not just about actions. It is about the energy and motivation behind those actions. Another important point to understand is that your current life is a reflection of past karma, not just from yesterday or last year, but possibly from previous lifetimes. This explains why some people seem to have an easier life while others face constant struggles. However, this does not mean you are trapped by your past. Karma is not fate. It is a path that you shape with every choice you make. Just as a river is shaped by the land around it, but can still change course over time, your karma is fluid and can be transformed through awareness and effort. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" Buddhism encourages us to ask, "What can I do now to change my future?" The answer lies in your daily thoughts, words, and actions. By making conscious, positive choices, you can reshape your karma and create a life filled with more peace, happiness, and fulfillment. Karma is not fate. You are the creator of your life. Many people mistakenly believe that karma is a fixed destiny, something they are powerless to change. However, Buddhism teaches that karma is not fate. It is a path that you shape with every choice you make. Your past may have influenced your present, but it does not determine your future. You have the power to break free from negative cycles and create a better life through mindful and intentional action. Think of karma like a river. The current may be strong, shaped by past actions and decisions, but you are not just drifting along helplessly. You are the boatman. You have the ability to steer your life in a new direction, no matter how strong the tide may seem. Every action you take, no matter how small, sends ripples through the universe. A single act of kindness today may return as unexpected help when you need it most. A moment of anger could create tension that lingers for years. Your present actions hold the power to reshape your future. For example, imagine two people experiencing hardship. One blames the past, believing that they are doomed to suffer. The other acknowledges their struggles but chooses to take positive steps forward, practicing patience, showing kindness, and making conscious efforts to change. Over time, their paths diverge. While the first person remains stuck in negativity, the second person starts to see new opportunities unfold. The difference is in how they respond to their karma. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" shift your perspective and ask, "What can I do now to create a better future?" Karma does not punish or reward. It simply follows the natural law of cause and effect. If you plant positive seeds, you will reap positive results. If you change your actions today, you will create a different tomorrow. This realization is incredibly empowering because it means that you are not bound by your past. No matter what mistakes you have made or what challenges you have faced, you always have the ability to create new karma through your present choices. By taking responsibility for your actions and making conscious decisions, you can navigate toward a future filled with peace, happiness, and fulfillment. How to change your karma and create a better life. Changing your karma and creating a better life begins with conscious choices and intentional actions. The good news is that karma is not fixed. It is like clay that can be reshaped through effort and awareness. The first step in this transformation is mindfulness. Many people go through life reacting impulsively, unaware of how their actions create ripple effects. By practicing mindfulness, you become conscious of your thoughts, words, and behaviors, allowing you to make wiser choices. Imagine walking through a dark forest. Without awareness, you keep tripping over obstacles. But once you carry a lantern, you can see clearly and avoid unnecessary suffering. Mindfulness acts as this lantern, helping you recognize and change negative patterns before they repeat. One of the best ways to cultivate mindfulness is through meditation. By observing your thoughts without attachment, you learn to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Each mindful decision you make creates good karma and prevents unnecessary hardship. Another powerful way to transform karma is by cultivating compassion. Compassion acts as a purifier, dissolving negative karma and replacing it with positive energy. When someone wrongs you, your instinct might be to seek revenge or hold on to resentment, but hatred only creates more suffering for both yourself and others. Instead, responding with compassion breaks the cycle of negativity and leads to inner peace. The Buddha taught, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. Small acts of kindness, such as offering a smile, comforting a friend, or speaking kind words, generate good karma that spreads beyond what you can see. One effective way to develop compassion is by practicing loving-kindness meditation, where you silently wish happiness and peace for yourself and others. Over time, this practice helps replace resentment with love, transforming your karma in the process. Right speech is another essential factor in shaping karma. Words are powerful. They can heal or harm, uplift or destroy. Every word you speak carries energy and contributes to the karma you create. Hurtful words spoken in anger can cause lasting pain, while kind and honest speech fosters peace and trust. Practicing mindful communication prevents regrets and strengthens relationships. Before speaking, ask yourself, will these words cause harm or bring peace? Are they true, necessary, and kind? If your words promote harmony, they are worth saying. If they only spread negativity, silence is a wiser choice. Choosing your words carefully not only prevents bad karma, but also nurtures inner peace. Another way to create positive karma is through generosity. In Buddhism, generosity, dana, is one of the highest virtues. True generosity, however, comes from a pure heart rather than from expectation. Many people think of generosity as giving money, but it can also include giving time, offering kindness, or sharing wisdom. A simple act of listening to someone in need, encouraging a friend, or sharing knowledge can be just as valuable as material wealth. The universe reflects back what you give. Those who hoard and cling to possessions often feel a sense of scarcity, while those who give freely experience abundance. The Buddha taught that true wealth is not measured by how much you have, but by how much you give. If you want more abundance in your life, start by giving without attachment. Patience and forgiveness are also crucial in transforming karma. Holding on to anger, grudges, or guilt is like carrying a heavy stone. It only makes your journey more difficult. Letting go, on the other hand, frees you and allows you to move forward with ease. If you have made mistakes in the past, learn from them, but do not let them define you. If someone has wronged you, forgive, not for their sake, but for your own peace of mind. When you release resentment, you break free from the chains of negative karma. A well-known Buddhist story illustrates this beautifully. Two monks were traveling when they came across a woman who needed help crossing a river. The older monk carried her across, but the younger monk remained troubled for hours. Finally, he asked, "Why did you carry that woman? We are monks and not supposed to touch women." The older monk replied, "I put her down hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" This story teaches that clinging to the past only creates unnecessary suffering. By practicing patience and forgiveness, you release yourself from emotional burdens and generate good karma that leads to inner peace. Ultimately, every moment presents an opportunity to create good karma. You are not bound by your past. Your future is shaped by the choices you make today. By practicing mindfulness, cultivating compassion, speaking wisely, embracing generosity, and letting go of negativity, you can transform your karma and build a life filled with peace, happiness, and fulfillment. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" shift your perspective and ask, "What kind of karma am I creating today?" Karma is not a punishment, it is a lesson. Each action you take is a seed for your future. Choose kindness over anger, patience over frustration, and wisdom over ignorance. When you do, you will see how the universe reflects your energy back to you in unexpected and beautiful ways. The power to change your destiny is in your hands. A Buddhist story on karma, the man who changed his destiny. To truly understand how karma works and how it can be transformed, let's explore a powerful Buddhist story. Once, there was a man who had suffered greatly throughout his life. He was always poor, constantly facing misfortunes, and nothing ever seemed to go his way. No matter how hard he tried, life seemed unfair. Feeling hopeless, he decided to seek guidance from the Buddha. When he finally met the Buddha, he asked, "Why is my life filled with so much suffering? Why do I always struggle while others seem to live effortlessly?" The Buddha smiled and replied, "Your suffering is not random. It is the result of past karma." He then revealed that in the man's previous life he had been a wealthy merchant. However, despite his riches, he had been greedy and selfish, refusing to help those in need. He had closed his heart to kindness, and as a result, his karma had carried over into this life, manifesting as hardship and misfortune. The man was deeply troubled by this revelation. He asked, "Does this mean I am doomed to suffer forever because of my past actions?" The Buddha reassured him, "No, karma is not a prison. It is a lesson. You are not bound by your past. You have the power to create new karma through your present choices." The man listened intently as the Buddha explained that just as a river may have been shaped by past currents, it can still be redirected with effort. Determined to change his fate, the man started practicing generosity. Though he had little to give, he shared whatever he could with those less fortunate. He offered kindness, helped others, and sought to live with compassion. Over time, his life began to transform. Opportunities started to appear. People offered him assistance, and his burdens became lighter. More importantly, he found joy in giving, and his inner suffering faded away. Eventually, he prospered, not just materially but spiritually. He had rewritten his karma. This story teaches an important lesson. Karma is not punishment. It is a reflection of our past actions, and we have the power to change it. While we may not be able to erase past karma instantly, we can create new karma through our present actions. By choosing kindness, generosity, and mindfulness, we shape a different future. Many people believe they are trapped by their circumstances, but Buddhism teaches that every moment is a chance to create new karma. Instead of blaming the past or feeling helpless, we can take responsibility for our lives and actively cultivate positive change. The man in the story did not remain a victim of his past. He took control of his destiny by making conscious, compassionate choices. So ask yourself, what kind of karma are you creating today? Are you holding on to resentment, selfishness, and negative habits? Or are you planting the seeds of kindness, patience, and generosity that will bloom into a brighter future? The choice is yours. Every action, no matter how small, shapes your path forward. If you want a life filled with peace and happiness, start by creating karma that reflects those qualities. This story serves as a reminder that karma is not about punishment. It is about growth. Our past does not define us. Our choices in the present do. No matter what struggles you have faced, no matter what mistakes you have made, you always have the power to rewrite your destiny. Conclusion: transforming your karma, transforming your life. Karma is not a punishment, nor is it a fixed destiny. It is a lesson and an opportunity for growth. Every thought, word, and action you take is a seed that will eventually bear fruit. If you cultivate anger, resentment, and greed, you will experience suffering. But if you choose kindness, patience, and generosity, you will create a life filled with peace and fulfillment. Your past may have shaped your present, but your present actions shape your future. This means that no matter what hardships you have faced, You always have the power to transform your karma and change your destiny. Instead of seeing karma as something beyond your control, view it as a reflection of your choices. If your life is filled with struggle, ask yourself, what kind of karma am I creating today? Are you reacting to situations with frustration and negativity? Or are you consciously choosing mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom? Every small decision matters. The way you speak to others, the way you respond to challenges, and the way you treat yourself all contribute to the energy you send out into the world, and that energy will inevitably return to you. The Buddha taught that we are not prisoners of our past. We are the architects of our future. You are not bound by past mistakes or circumstances. Every day, you have the opportunity to plant new seeds and create new karma. Whether through mindfulness, kind speech, generosity, or forgiveness, you can shift your life's direction and attract positivity into your world. The transformation may not happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you will begin to see profound changes in your life. Remember, karma is not about luck. It is about cause and effect. The life you desire is not something that happens to you. It is something you create through your intentions and actions. The more you live with awareness, the more control you have over the karma you generate. Let go of blame, take responsibility for your path, and embrace the wisdom that allows you to shape your own destiny. At TT-Buddhism, we believe that true happiness and peace come from understanding and applying Buddhist wisdom in daily life. Our mission is to share these teachings so that you can cultivate a life filled with clarity, purpose, and serenity. We encourage you to take these lessons to heart and begin practicing mindfulness, compassion, and conscious living today. If this video has provided you with insight and inspiration, please support our channel by liking this video, sharing it with others, and subscribing to TT-Buddhism. Your support allows us to continue spreading Buddhist teachings to help more people find peace and wisdom. Finally, we invite you to reflect. What actions will you take today to create good karma for tomorrow? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. Thank you for being part of our journey, and may your path be filled with peace, kindness, and enlightenment.